Hey guys, Tech here for another video tutorial for you. Now, I wanted to apologize in advance for the quality of the audio. I don't have my headset with me. I'm coming from Las Vegas right now, actually. I'm here for CES, and so I thought I'd go ahead and, in the meantime, make this video here. It's going to be for an application called Showbox, which is an app that I've been using recently for watching and streaming movies and TV shows on my Android device. This also does work for iOS. There's a separate app for it. And so just to get started, I'm going to show you quickly the process of installing it, but just so you can see what it looks like here, I have it in my media section. It shows up as Showbox, and so I can open it up and watch movies and TV shows here for free. But before we do that, let's go ahead and look at how we would install this. Now, I'm going to go ahead and really quickly show you the website here that I used to help me install this. So if you go to your web browser and you just search for Showbox and then Android, the first link that comes up here is showboxappdownload.com. I will include this link in the description of this video as well. This is what I was actually using to help me with the installation here. So if you scroll down, number one, you can see at the top here, this is a screenshot from the application. And you can see a movie here, and then this is Jurassic World. They're showing you how you'd be able to stream it, select your quality. It's very simple instructions on how to actually download the application. All you do is go to your settings, security, and turn on unknown sources. So let's go ahead and look at how we would do that. Go to settings. So I'll go up to settings here. Security, and if we look through here, you can see that on unknown sources I have that checked, and so I actually have it already installed, but you would need to make sure that that is checked. Alright, so once you have unknown sources turned on, go ahead and from this website click on Showbox APK download. Now it's going to ask you if you want to open this with Chrome. There's a couple different ways that you can download it, but I just use Chrome, and it'll go ahead and direct you to Mediafire. From here, click on the download link, and I'll select Chrome again. You'll see that it'll show you the APK. Click on OK. And I already have it installed or downloaded onto my device, so I could click on replace the file, but actually I'll go ahead and do that. Replace the file here. Once it finished the download is actually finished for this file, all you'll do is simply go ahead and click on that APK file, and it's going to install the Showbox application onto your Android device. Here you can see that the download for the APK file is complete, so I can go ahead and tap on that file. And once you do that, simply click on Install on the bottom right corner, and that'll install the application onto your device. I'm not going to do it because I've already installed the application, but that's what you would need to do to install the app. So if we scroll down here, you can see that you'll be getting a message similar to this that says app installed, and then you'll be able to start using the application. Now I'll go ahead and open up Showbox on my Android device to show you how it functions here. Now here, when you open the device or the application for the first time, you're going to probably see the movies section, and what you'll see here are the most recent movies that have been uploaded onto the Showbox network of files. And so you can see they're very recent. The Revenant just came out. I can go ahead and open this here, and we can see the options for playing the file. Also, any latency that I have, or if you see that on my device, it's going to be because of my Wi-Fi network. Right now I am at a hotel here, and so the Wi-Fi is a little bit spotty, but for the most part, it's very reliable. Now, every movie or show that you go to stream here is going to be different. You can see this one is only available in 360p, but most of the time, especially for shows or movies that have been out for a little bit longer, they're usually in about 1080p. And so you can see here that when you scroll down for the movie or show that you've selected, you can either download the file or you can watch it directly from here. And so if I was to click on Watch Now for The Revenant here, it's going to open up a few different options. Actually, there's something that I did before I play this that I wanted to show you. So, um, when you look down here right below where it says download or watch now, the other thing that I wanted to mention is that under player, if you click on that, you have a few different options that you'll see here. You can see that there's Android player, VLC, other player. And so the really nice thing about this application, one of the things that I think I like most about the application, is that you actually have the option to use any media player on your device to stream the actual episode or movie that you want to watch. So if I click on other player here, I can basically go and select what I want to use to stream this video. And that's a really nice feature because when I click on watch now here, you'll see that it's going to give me my options for what I want to actually use to stream this. So here it pops up, and by default I have Bubble UPnP. Uh, Now I would recommend it for you guys that are interested in streaming this content to, for instance, an Xbox One or PS4. It's a really great application to be able to do that. Another great one, if you look through my list here, is Allcast. I also use that one very frequently. Allcast is my application of choice for streaming to an Xbox One. Now, in a later video, I may go ahead and show you guys how you can stream movies that you've downloaded onto your device to an Xbox One, for instance. So I'll upload that video a little bit later, but for now, I'm going to go ahead and just choose one of my default media players. I'm going to actually just have this stream onto my device so that we can go ahead and watch the quality of the movie. So I'll go ahead and select MX Player, also a free media player that I downloaded from the Google Play Store, and I use that pretty frequently. Okay, so here you can see it's a little bit laggy on my streaming session here, but this is actually The Revenant, and if I scrub through here without any spoilers, you can actually see that this is the actual movie. I'm going to pause on a scene here. This is the actual movie. It is in, again, 360p, so it's not the highest possible quality, but it's definitely a very watchable movie. And if you're watching any kind of television show, you're going to get a much better result. And so you can see here that this is the full 2 hours and 36 minutes of the movie. You can scroll through it, so you can scrub through it and watch it just like you would on any other movie that you have already downloaded or that you have on DVD. So really great interface here. Like I said, you can stream it on your device, or you can output it and stream it onto your Xbox One, a PS4, and possibly, I haven't tried it yet, you might be able to even stream it straight to a PC. Okay, so another thing that I wanted to show you on this application are some of the sharing options and some of the favoriting options. So you can see here at the top, there's a little star that I can check if I want to star this and maybe look at this movie later on. You can share this content as well by clicking on the share button in the top right hand corner. Share it with any of the apps that you have installed. Then another cool thing, if you click on the info button right in between the favorite and share button, it's going to go ahead and bring up a description of the movie where you can also click on watch trailer and watch a trailer for the movie or TV show. Going back here to the main interface of the Showbox app, you can see that there is a search button in the top right-hand corner, and there's this option over here, the three lines that allows you to see more options, and you can look at your favorites, and you can switch between movies and television shows. So if I click on TV shows here, then I'll be able to see a list of recent new television shows, and I can also, again, like I said, search for a specific show. For instance, if I wanted to watch an episode of Arrow, I could search for it, click on it, and another great thing that it does is it's got a very simple, easy to use interface where you can select between the different seasons. And if I go to season 4 here, you can see that I have all the episodes available to watch or download, but each of these is yellow because I've actually watched all of these different episodes, and so that's a good way to keep track of where you're at. If you watched an episode, you'll see that the box will be yellow next to the number, and if you haven't, it'll remain white until you've watched the episode. And again, I can go ahead and favorite any shows or movies that I want. And then back over here, again, I can click on downloads. I can see anything that I've downloaded onto my device. If there are any updates, go to the update section to see what's available in terms of updates, which is mostly just more information about TV shows or movies that you watch. You can see the most recent content for shows and movies will show up here. Only other thing I haven't mentioned, top right with those three dots, click on that. You can sort by all sorts of different things here, by when something was added, by particular name, rating. You can also search for different genres of movies or TV shows, search by the year that that movie or television show came out. So you can see that there's a ton of different options to find content on here to stream. In my experience, streaming has been super easy, fantastic quality. I would recommend that if you go to stream a television show in 1080p and it's lagging on you for any reason, specifically if you're outputting it to a device like an Xbox, I would recommend that you just lower the quality to something like 480p or maybe 720p. And even though it will lower the quality, it will make for a better streaming experience. But for most content, I can stream it at 1080p without any lag or any hesitation. Okay, and for the last part of this video, I wanted to go ahead and quickly show you guys that this is something that you can also install on your iOS device as well. So as I mentioned, I'm showing you how to stream and download all this content from an Android device. I'm using an Nexus 6P. But if you're an iOS user, and I also have this installed onto my iPad, you can also use this as well. It's a little bit different process. Instead of Showbox, it's called MovieBox for iOS devices. It's essentially the same exact application, just renamed for iOS. And there's a separate tutorial. Again, I'll also include this link in the description, but I used installmoviebox.com. And if you follow the instructions here, it shows you how you can basically download the same app for iOS. Now, this does not require that you jailbreak your device, which is great. Also, for Showbox on Android, there's no root required, which is one of the reasons I love this application. So if we scroll down here, the first thing you'll need to do is click on this blue link where it says vShare iOS download. And what it's going to do is it's going to ask you if you want to install something called vShare. vShare is basically a mobile iOS download application. You can download all kinds of different applications from the marketplace with vShare, and one of those applications is MovieBox. So once you click on install, you'll need to go to your settings, go to general, and then profile, and then developer, and you'll see that this one here, Haiyang, is going to come up. You're just going to need to make sure that you press on trust the developer, and press trust again once it prompts you for it. The application will then appear onto your home screen, and it's going to look like this. It's going to be a little white box with a few blue check marks on there. Once you open the application up, just in the search box, search for MovieBox, and it's going to come up. It's sort of like the iOS App Store. You'll see a link for MovieBox. Just go ahead and click on the download button that you'll see just to the right of this MovieBox application. You'll notice that the actual icon for MovieBox is essentially the same again as Showbox, outside of it being called MovieBox. So if we scroll down here, once you click on the download, you'll be prompted to install the application. And once you do that, you'll get an icon for the MovieBox application on your iOS device. The interface and how you actually utilize the application on an iOS device is identical to how you would use it on an Android device, so there's nothing that needs to really be said there, but I will include links to both of these websites so that you can follow the instructions if you're confused on anything from this video tutorial. But again, great way to stream, download, and watch content, movies, television shows on your Android or iOS device. So that's it for this video tutorial on how to stream or download movies and TV shows using the Showbox or MovieBox app on your Android or iOS device. Hope you like this video. If you like it, go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already, and leave a like on the video. Leave any comments if you have any comments to make, and I'll see you guys in my next video.